a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
The bits.
Welcome to The Bits, hosted by your favorite jam buds, Robert.
And Charlie.
Damn. Hey, Charlie, you want Lion to go to the movie? I don't know how to segue into the title.
Lion go to the movie.
Lion go.
Lion goes to the movie.
Lion go. You stay. Superman.
What?
Have you not watched The Iron Giant? Charlie, the things you haven't watched.
No, I have seen The Iron Giant.
You watched the French version, Le Iron Giant.
Shut the fuck up. I've watched the English version of The Iron Giant.
I need to know, how do you say Iron Giant in French? This is important to me now. Hold on, I'm looking this up.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you that much, man. I didn't learn that much of French.
Le Géant de Fer. Elliot can judge how shitty that was because that was pretty shitty.
Oh boy.
So yeah, hey, we're looking today at season 1, episode 17, Lion to the Movie, which premiered April 23rd, 2014. This is the episode that came out like just before my 17th birthday.
Damn.
Right, that's how math works? Yeah, 17th birthday. It's wild.
And now you are old.
Now I'm old. Now I'm ancient. Now I'm a billion years old.
Yeah. You're super duper old.
I'm super duper old, even though you're younger than me by like 2 months. 3 months.
Yeah.
How does time work?
I don't know. I'm a baby.
You're just a little guy.
Yeah, this is an episode of Steven Universe.
It's an episode of Steven Universe. It starts out with Connie showing Steven the trailer for the new movie called Dogcopter 3, which stars Dogcopter, who is a dog cop robot. So unfortunately, we need to answer the question, does Dogcopter fall under ACAB?
See, I do keep forgetting that like there is cop in Dogcopter, and I'm just like, no, he's a dog helicopter. Let's just forget the cop part. Let's focus on the helicopter part.
They made too many jokes. They forced 3 jokes into a name that already had 2 jokes. He's a dog helicopter. You don't need to add cop into that. Like, that's why.
Yeah.
Are they implying that he's so it's 3 parts? So it's dog for dog, cop for police, and pater for helicopter. Pater helicopter.
Yes, listen, he's a dog. Do we want to cancel a dog?
Maybe.
Can dogs be canceled?
I feel like Scooby's been canceled at some point.
We don't cancel Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is fine.
Well, Scooby-Doo has been canceled and then renewed multiple times.
It doesn't count.
Get it. No.
Doesn't count, Robert. Doesn't count.
It doesn't count. When I say I got that dog in me, I am talking about Dogcopter. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. It's in you. I don't know.
Sir! Well, yeah, you know what? Fuck yeah. Like, it's a dog. Friend. What the fuck? God, this is already more chaotic than the last one. We're only 5 minutes in. We also had a chaotic, like, pre-recording because for some reason my brain confuses you and my boyfriend.
We are the same person?
Oh, and I broke a chair. Yeah, that also happened.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. There's a line from Rick and Morty where he's like, I don't measure based off of age or height or anything. I measure off pain in my ass, which makes you both identical. Maybe that's why I confuse the two of you.
Yeah. I can see it. Absolutely.
Shout out to my boyfriend, who is like our number 1 fan, who is currently in the room with me as I record. Shout out to you, buddy. This is going to be weird to hear when you're at work, knowing that you were here when it happened.
We love that fourth wall break inside of a fourth wall break.
We're breaking. That's 16 walls.
It is 16 walls.
Hey, Charlie, what the fuck happened in this episode? So Connie shows him the trailer. He's so amazed.
Listen, the fact that they also did like epic trailer stuff going on here, lots of explosions.
In a world where a dog is a helicopter, one dog helicopter will save us all. No, the actual tagline was like, I hate how cheesy it is and how you overuse it is, but it did work. They're like, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
It's beautiful, okay?
It's pure cinema.
It is pure cinema. Steven's excited, Connie's excited. They're like, we're gonna go see a movie. Yay! It's the greatest thing ever. Because Steven just loves like weird little guys, and like he's just that's all he does. He just likes weird little guys and explosions. And this whole episode ends up kind of being about how like Connie's like, why do you like this media? Your life is interesting. Why do you like this?
So then the gems come back from whatever the fuck they were doing, you know. It's
gem stuff.
I always like when the gems just materialize in on the warp pad from something. They all three of them went somewhere, they did something, and now they're back. And then Connie and Steven are like, we're gonna see a movie, and Amethyst turns into like shapeshifts into Dogcopter, and she starts talking about magic. Is this the first time like we're being explicitly told that it's magic and not like some weird science thing? Because I definitely don't remember the words magic being used at any other episode prior to this one. Magic also the word magic also gets used next episode, so I'm like, when was this established?
I'm not seeing anything in like I'm just doing like a quick glance on the trivia, but I don't see anything about like this is the first time they say magic or whatever. So I don't know, because now you're making me question everything about my life. If like this is the first time they've said magic in the show, I feel like it's not. This can't be.
So the Wikipedia, characters rarely use the terms magic or magical in relation to gem abilities or technology as the series progresses. However, Amethyst refers to them as such shortly after shapeshifting into Dogcopter and is not corrected by Garnet. So it's probably like two sides of the same coin kind of thing. Like it's like that scene from Thor where he's like, what you call science, your ancestors called magic, you know, whatever the fuck the line was.
I mean, my brain instead goes to like the first episode of Avatar where it's like, it's not magic, it's water bending, but like it's also magic, honestly.
It's magic.
It's magic. Yeah, well, they're excited. Amethyst is a Dogcopter. This is one of the many screen caps from Steven Universe that just cannot be explained.
If I had a nickel for every time Amethyst has so far shapeshifted into a character that we have to cancel because all cops are bastards, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
The amount of times that she's changed to a cop specifically.
Amethyst is just a bastard. All amethysts are bastards. Ahab. Technically speaking, Amethyst, like our Amethyst that we know, like, is kind of a bastard because she was just kind of abandoned, like a leftover amethyst.
You're correct. Our Amethyst is a bastard, but like
so it's Oab. Our Amethyst is a Oab. I don't know how to fucking pronounce this word.
Okay, you need to
Iab. Wait, our Amethyst is so that's Ahab. So that's Oab. We did it. But hey, how are we going to get to the movie? Because it's really far.
Robert, you're driving me nuts. Well, first they're bringing their own snacks. Do you bring your own snacks to the movies, Robert? Are you one of those people?
I'm not. I just say fuck it and get like like it's a decent deal to get like a large popcorn and a large soda for $20 or whatever at AMC. Usually I'm sharing the popcorn with this guy, pointing to my boyfriend, and you know, if he doesn't want soda, he'll get an icy, but that's about it.
Is it a blue icy?
Do you get the blue icy or the red icy? I forget which one. Blue. Neither. Oh, you get the Coke icy. Frozen Coke icy.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know how well the microphone can hear you, but we're just gonna keep that in. Our participating surprise guests.
We love it. We stand.
We love it. We stand.
Yeah, we usually bring M&Ms to the movies.
You bring the rapper to the movies?
Shut the fuck up.
Eminem the rapper. Hey.
There was an S on that, so I bring multiple of Eminem the rapper to the movies.
Do you bring the green Eminem who is canonically trans and gay?
I thought it was the brown one that was trans and gay.
I swear it was the green one.
Or is it both of them?
Maybe. But maybe
I'd like both of them.
Maybe the M&Ms are
Either
just
way, they're lesbians.
Jesus Christ. Peak queer media in the M&Ms commercials or whatever.
Remember when they changed the design of the M&Ms and people were mad because they weren't sexy enough? You remember that?
I barely, kind of. Hey.
I remember people being mad about that, and I'm like, they're M&Ms. Why do you care that they're sexy?
Sometimes people just want to fuck candy. There are weirder things that people want to fuck on the internet.
I mean, I get eating her out, but like...
Charlie, how do we get to the movie if it's so far away?
We take a ride on Lion!
Woo!
This is when we introduce Connie to Lion, and she's like, you have a lion?
Yeah, he's just lying around.
Hey.
He is... Steven's like, okay, he's not really my pet. He just like, he's my pal. He hangs out. He does his own thing mainly. Lion is eating some kind of gem salamander or something. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Don't worry about it.
I'm afraid to ask questions.
I hope it's not actually like a gem. Like,
it has a skeleton. Do gems have skeletons?
No, they're made of light.
Yeah, so it's like
they don't have skeletons, no.
Right. So it's like, how? Anyway, we should overlook this. You gotta love a lot of the foreshadowing that's being built in this episode, where Connie's like, oh yeah, the only interesting thing in my life is tennis. Backhand, forehand, overhead death strike.
And then they take Lion, who does not know where the fuck they're heading. What does Steven say to get Lion to go?
He's like, go to the movie. Take us to the movie. He's like something along those lines. He's like, please take us to the movie. And Lion sort of...
something about he wants to see explosions, or is that later?
No, that's later.
Okay.
He's like, take us where we want to go or something. Like, he says something, and then Lion...
There's something vague enough that Lion takes them totally off course. But first we have to learn that Lion is actually Jesus. Lion can walk on water.
Mac made the exact same joke when we were watching the episode.
Good. See, we are the same person.
I need to have you both in my brain as separately as possible, because I like kiss one of you.
And see, until today, you didn't know that we were definitely different people because you never saw us in the same room.
God, that's terrifying to think about. Jesus oh my God. That's terrifying. No, I'm glad you're both different people for a multitude of reasons.
No, I can't wait till Mac listens to this episode and hears my half of the conversation.
Yeah, it's going to be funny. This is such a weird clusterfuck already. So, Lion takes them to an empty training temple. And
through a portal? Because Lion can make portals?
Maybe Lion is just Jesus.
Lion is Jesus.
Hey, Charlie, can Jesus make portals in the Bible? Is that a thing?
You know what? I don't remember because I slept through a lot of my religion classes in my Catholic high school. Like, actively, that was the clap that I napped in.
The clap that you napped in?
The clap that I napped in. The class. I like napping there.
Instead of clapping for Jesus, you napped?
It was a boring class.
Hey, speaking of Jesus, did you know that Sally Jackson fell in love with a god?
Like Jesus?
Oh,
What's relevant? Because Dogcopter is a book to movie adaptation.
Oh yeah, there were several moments where they were like, "Oh, did they do that in the book? Oh, they're taking some creative liberties." I'm like, Percy Jackson.
Literally the entire time, I'm like, Percy Jackson? Percy Jackson? It's right there.
Would Steven Universe have been a Percy Jackson kid?
He's queer, so yeah.
Is he?
If you think Steven Universe is a straight kid, then like...
I'm like, I mean, his mom's queer. Did he inherit that? When she turned into him?
All gems are inherently queer.
Fellas, I guess so. Steven is a lot like you, where you have a lot of love for all your friends and you kind of flirt with all your friends.
Yes. I think Steven was assigned queer at birth.
A cool...
A quab.
A quab.
Hey, Quab.
Oh my god. Comedy comes in threes.
As it should. Okay.
A podium comes out of the floor. Steven places his hands on it, and his hands get stuck.
Because it's shaped like a hand. What else are you supposed to do?
Connie says, "Hey, we're gonna have to chop off your hand." She's joking. Steven freaks the fuck out, and then swords appear.
And then he's like traumatized because what was the last episode? What just happened? Swords. He's traumatized by swords.
He's literally, like, oh no, my loved one will get stabbed again.
Yeah, because Connie's right there. He's like, oh no, not again. And then there's just like he moves in different ways and touches different parts of his body, and more things just keep appearing, like more weapons and more things,
including the Quartazine trio, or 3 laser light cannons.
Yeah, I was gonna say the laser light cannons show up, and it's like there are more of them.
And a giant penny, which I'm sure is going to get covered in the trivia section. That's a Batman reference.
Oh.
Batman has a giant penny in the Batcave. I forget what villain he fought, but that's just a thing.
I was like, a giant penny. I'm very confused by this, but I will take it at face value that it's just a weird thing that's supposed to be a weird thing. But best joke of the episode. Does that mean it's worth more than a regular penny?
Ha.
Well, that would make sense.
And here's the part where Steven's like, "Oh, I want the explosions and actions and whatever," and that activates the weird 3-mouth robot that shoots fire, ice, and light, I guess, or whatever.
This thing, it kind of reminds me of the villain from the next episode, which I watched both Lion 2 and Beach Party right after each other, but it's a big floaty head thing with a big mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Same guy.
Right, same guy, different skin.
It's evil, but it's supposed to be a training thing, I guess.
If I had a nickel for every time Steven was traumatized by a training thing, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. That's
Only
gonna happen a lot more. It's gonna happen a lot more.
It's gonna happen way more than 2 times.
But so far we're only at 2. Lion thankfully gets them out of the temple and brings them to the movie theater.
Yay, finally!
We did it, Lion. We did it, Joe.
And then Connie got hurt, so Steven
He's got fucking burned. There's a chomp missing out of Steven's hair.
It's fine. It'll grow back.
It's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be burned out hair, but no, it straight up looks like someone took a bite out of his cotton candy hair.
That's because that's just how they draw him.
Mm-hmm.
It's cuteness, funny, but he gives Connie a cold soda, but it's actually not that very cold to put on her face.
Because she's received first degree burn. What are the types of burns that are just the ones that are surface burns that aren't super fucking your skin? First degree burns. She has first degree burns. Steven's gonna heal from that relatively fast. He's a gem. Connie, that's several weeks of aloe vera.
Now I'm just wondering how his healing powers affect his hair growth. Does that mean his hair grows faster?
I don't know. I wonder how Connie's gonna explain the first degree burns to her parents. How does she hide them?
Oh, I just touched the oven while it was on. Connie, don't you know how to do things? Yada yada yada.
Right.
It'll be one of those things where you just kind of come up with something.
Steven and Connie have a moment. They talk. They're like, "Why do you hang out with me? I'm so boring. Why do you hang out with me? I'm so dangerous." Foreshadowing.
Yeah, Connie thinks she's boring, and that's so sad. It's no, Connie. Steven finds humans and normal things fun and interesting.
Steven is just like the Doctor. He just likes humans. He thinks they're quirky.
I feel that's more Rose, honestly. Steven is still just a child. And he's yeah, I think these things are fun because I am a child and I like child things.
You are a child and you like child things.
Me too.
I was talking to you directly.
Exactly.
Charlie, we are unfortunately have left the portal open, which means Mr. Three-Mouth can follow us through.
Lion, why?
Lion, I can't trust you to lock up the door before we go to sleep. How dare you?
Yeah, so it's gonna kill them, I guess.
Causes a lot of property damage. But Lion lights up his mane and presents a sword.
Okay. Have you seen, I think it's like a
I have not seen
pencil
anything.
sharpener. There is like, I believe there's like a pencil sharpener or
Of
something
like
that is like
Lion?
Lion doing like the kneeling thing, and then
Hold
you just
on.
like put the pencil in it. I want to say that's what it is. I just remember seeing like, yeah. Are you laughing? Are you laughing at things?
I'm trying to look it up. Oh, that's fucking creepy. Let's see. No, the Lion Funko Pop is fucking creepy because it has white eyes.
Yes, it is. Lion is also the avatar.
Yeah. So I cannot find a pencil sharpener. What if I just do if I take out the word Lion? Pencil sharpener Steven Universe. No. There's a garnet. What the fuck is that? A pen? Micro posers. What the hell? Oh, those things.
There was something that was like it was like Lion doing the kneeling thing, and just like perfectly. Maybe it was a pencil holder or something instead. Regardless, it was just like, hey, you just pull it out and it's coming out of Lion's head. Whoa, just like the sword, and it was cool.
Yeah. So they pull out the sword and they call back to Connie's tennis training, backhand, forehand,
Overhead death strike.
which you gotta love. This isn't even really foreshadowing. This is like character building. It's the beginning of
Yes,
Connie being like, "Oh, I can wield a sword,"
I mean
and
it's
also,
also
Connie and Steven working together would eventually be
yeah.
Stevonnie.
Yeah, it's the Connie Steven working together that does it for me. Uh, I do find interesting that like earlier Steven was like, "Oh no, swords," and now he's just like, "I'm too shocked because Lion has a sword in his head to like think about the sword fact here." Like, "Oh no, sword!" But also they needed to way to get out of that situation. So
That ticket clerk who like stayed in her booth while there was explosions and shit needs a raise.
I mean, and I think all box office employees need a
Need a
raise.
raise.
I know this because I used to be one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now they finally get to see Doc Copter 3. I love
All
how
three of them.
all three of them. I love how Steven walks up. He's like, "We need two tickets for 2 kids and 1 lion. What are the lion prices?"
I mean, there's no one else in the theater, so I don't think it like it's fine that Lion
Yeah.
takes up what like 2 seats or something. Like
Yeah.
he's a big boy.
It's really telling that this is like Connie's hyperfixation like Percy Jackson for us because it is an empty theater to the 3rd movie in this presumed trilogy.
Yep.
Either that or they picked a time no one wanted to go. It also could just be that like, no one the movie theater's too far. If I'm gonna go to the movie theater, I'm gonna watch a good movie like what came out in 2014. Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Instead of Doc
I
Copter.
mean, they could have just gone to a movie theater that people don't go to as much, so
In the
that
movie
happens.
and the movie and the they also do like we said earlier. Wow, was that in the book? They're taking some creative liberties.
You know what? I'm glad that Connie is fine with the, the changes between book to screen. Sometimes they're not okay changes, and sometimes you just got to roll with them.
Connie understands what the word adaptation means.
She does.
And the episode ends with a parody of the MGM logo of
Hey,
and it goes like the star iris closes around Lion and he roars. The end.
we love that. It's so good.
We did it. Hey,
We did
hey,
it.
Chibern.
Hey, hey,
Chibern, Charbin, Chobert,
Ribbert.
Cincinnati.
What?
I'm just gonna call you C words.
Okay.
Hey,
There's a lot of C words.
yeah, I'm trying to use the ones that aren't the bad ones. Hey, cold one. You're always cold.
I am. I didn't know I was a Twilight vampire.
Guess what it's time for?
It's time for Crystal Temple Trivia.
Crystal Temple Trivia.
Do. Hey, the title that you were like, oh, how do we make a joke of this? It's a play on the phrase "Lion to the movie." It's Steven's primary goal in the episode, getting Lion to the movie.
The giant shield sense penny would have been impossible for Rose herself to place in her secret armory, as the particular design depicted was first calculated in 2010, years after Rose would have given up her physical form to create Steven. However, this is an alternate universe, and it's possible shield pennies were introduced earlier in time than are. Wait, what?
The helicopter scene in the Dogcopter trailer are similar to the Eurocopter EC-135. That's a thing I don't know what it means. The assortment of cars in the theater parking lot are based on real models. There's a Volkswagen Jetta, a Ford Mustang, Dodge Caravan, Toyota Corolla, and I used to have one of those, a Dodge van, and a Trabant. The hatchback the robot shooty thing destroyed resembled a
I'm sorry, is that
Hyundai.
the official name? The robot shooty thing?
I was like, I can't read this sentence. What is happening? The hatchback that the robot shooty thing destroyed. It's missing like a word there.
Resembled.
It resembled a Hyundai.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hyundai. The scene where Lion runs over the ocean in Lion 2, the movie, is a reference to a scene in Digimon. It's also a reference to the Bible, where Jesus can walk on water.
Is Jesus in Digimon?
I have no fucking clue, but honestly, for the little I know about Digimon, Jesus might be in there.
Might. That makes sense. Dogcopter 3 is a fusion of the fake TV show from the film Bolt and the War of the Worlds. Yo, that makes sense. It does give me Bolt vibes.
It is a superpowered dog.
It is.
The giant penny that Steven and Connie discovered in the cave is similar to one typically seen in Batman's Batcave.
The iris out with lion is a direct reference to the logo for the film studio MGM, which began all of its movies with a roaring lion. And there's like who holds the lights.
Green screen at the start of the episode is shown at the beginning of most trailers, although often with variations depending on the movie or feature.
The soda that Steven and Connie drink towards the end of the episode looks exactly like Apple Cidra, which is a Taiwanese apple soda beverage. Very cool. Steven drawing the sword from Lion's head was another reference to Revolutionary Girl Utna. Hey, bro, I should just like, you know what? Maybe if we like end up doing a bonus show eventually, I'll make you watch like the Utna movie or something.
Just make me watch it all. I'm fine.
I mean,
I like
I
like Magical Girl animes.
I haven't even seen all of Utna, but like the movie specifically makes absolutely zero sense. So it'd be very fun to make you watch it. My mom watched it once and she was just like, why? Why do people like this?
Promotional art of this episode is a reference to The Lion King, a popular Disney movie.
No way!
Lion is seen eating a creature with a back half resembling a lizard, but he burps out feathers, implying that it had a front half with bird-like features. This might be a reference to the mythological basilisk or cockatrice, both of which are sometimes depicted with the front half of a rooster and the back half of a lizard.
Okay, I did not even catch that. That's fun.
Again, it's a weird gem. It has gems on its tail. What the fuck is it?
It's a gem basilisk.
Why does it have a skeleton?
Because it's not actually like a gem monster. It's not like a corrupted gem. It's just a gem animal. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's an alien. It's an alien creature. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Rose's secret armory appears again in Rose's scabbard.
The poses that the gems do when appearing on the warpad resembles the one they did in the pilot.
Pearl is still wearing her post-regeneration outfit from the previous episode, Steven the Sword Fighter, implying it was permanent.
Yeah, that's kind of how that works.
Yeah.
She regenerated. It's like when here. I know that when Jodie Whittaker regenerated into David Tennant, the reason they had her outfit regenerate into his is because Russell T Davies was like, I don't want to like accidentally have like a transphobia joke of like, oh look, it's a man dressed like a woman. Like they didn't want to do that, but also they were cowards. David Tennant would have rocked the fuck out of that outfit.
I didn't know that's why they did it.
That's why they did it. Because they're like, we don't want to seem transphobic. We don't want to put that image in people's heads. But also, David Tennant would have fucking rocked it.
How about this? I think it's homophobic not to have David Tennant in Jodie Whittaker's outfit. How about that?
Yeah.
Listen, how about
that? Jodie Whittaker's first episode was absolutely for the gays because she was running around in Peter Capaldi's outfit.
She was running around. Wasn't it like a tux?
It was Peter Capaldi's outfit. It was
something like
it was pretty much a tux. It was pretty much the remnants of a tux because she had just freshly regenerated and had fallen from the sky.
Like, listen, Jenny Whittaker's doctor just like made me really attracted to the doctor even more than I ever was before. Okay.
What do you think? Have you seen the specials yet?
I have not.
Charlie, but they're gay.
I know, it's because I'm homophobic and I'm gay.
Me. Similar to when Connie asked about Steven's bubble and Bubble Buddies, Connie asked if Lion has run out over the ocean before, to which Steven responds, "No, this is new."
The podium that controls the armory has the same design on it as Steven's shield.
And now I don't want to read errors. And now it's
we don't read errors. Why would we ever do that?
We're already errors.
We are. I'm an error.
I was straight up an accident. Have I told the I'm an accident story yet on the pod?
Oh no.
I'll save it for the next one.
Did we not go over this last episode?
Maybe
with our friend who was adopted.
We did. Oh, I think we did. Okay.
We were both accidents.
We were both accidents, just the way God intended, I guess. Hey, Charlie, it's time for the question.
Oh dear. I mean, I already asked you if you'd bring food to the movies. What other question do we possibly ask here?
What was your first 3D movie? If you've seen any.
My first 3D movie?
Yeah. If you've seen any.
I don't remember my first 3D movie. I can tell you what my first movie
I think my first 3D movie was probably Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D.
Yeah, I'd say if we're just going 3D movie, it'd probably be either Shark Boy or Spy Kids 3D.
Right. Oh, that was also a thing. Yeah, that came out first.
Or wait, let me see. When did those movies come out?
I also want to put in contender Shrek 4D, the Universal attraction ride where you followed Shrek to save Fiona in a 4D ride. Yeah. What made it 4D? I have no fucking clue.
Okay, no, that was a couple years later. I was just checking to see when the 3D Barbie movie came out. It was like a couple years after Spy Kids.
I feel 3D. Like I watched a clip of Jaws 3D, but it was like the televised version without the 3D effects on it. So I don't know if that counts.
I can tell you my first ever movie in the movie theaters.
Sure. What's your first ever movie?
That was Rugrats in Paris. Lost in Paris.
I don't think that was my first. I think I saw something before that, but I do remember that being one of the first movies I saw in theaters.
That was the first movie I saw in theaters. And guess what? I rewatched it like last year, and bro,
it holds up.
I still remember every part of it.
It holds up significantly. It's really traumatizing when Nigel Thornberry. I think we're pals. I can call him Nigel. When they're in the like submarine running out of air and he's singing to the kids to like get them to, I guess, embrace death. It's fucking traumatizing.
That was in the They Meet the Thornberries.
Yeah, They Meet the Thornberries. It's wild.
I remember that one.
The Rugrats movies are fucking wild, like the first two at least. Everything else became like, oh hey, let's reimagine the Rugrats as fairy tale characters. Let's give them a Christmas special, a Hanukkah special. The first two movies were fucking weird, dude. First three movies actually. The first movie with like the fucking monkeys and like the wolf and everything, that was weird. The second movie where they go to Paris and they get into a fucking mech fight with another French guy.
Yes.
Wild.
Yes. As you should. You should.
Not they win the mech fight. How bad of a Frenchman do you have to be if you lose a mech fight to literal babies?
I don't know, man. It's fine.
Well, you're just a Frenchman because we all know all Frenchmen are terrible.
Wait till Elliot hears this and is like, wow.
Here's the thing. My Roman Empire is the scene from Ratatouille where Linguini fucks up the soup and Remy fixes it, because Linguini drops like half the soup on the floor, tops it off with oil and French tap water, so you know it's a biohazard at that point, and then he puts a shitload of like salt and random garlic and stuff in it, and that's a terrible soup. That's pretty much it. Hey Charlie, who are you giving your pearl point to?
My pearl point goes to, well, I mean, it's obviously got to go to the box office lady who like just like is chilling there, and needs to get a raise.
Right.
She needs to do something.
I think I can overlook him being a cop, and I can give my point to Dog Copter.
You can overlook it?
Yeah.
Just this one time?
Just this one time. Who knows? Maybe he's a good cop.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
Well, you know what I do know, Charlie?
What do you know?
That if every podcast were perfect,
we wouldn't have the bits.
See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. You can follow this podcast socials at The Bits SU Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send a message to our Diamond line through thebitssupod@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a rating, a review, or let your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms, and I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Robert, at the Damn Meme page on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Damn is spelled D-A-M. If you want to hear more from me, check out one of my many podcasts. I have a Once Upon a Time podcast called Entering Storybrooke, a Kim Possible podcast called That's a Sitch, and an Oseman Verse podcast called the Truum Grammar Book Club.
The Bits is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Content and Capable that follows Sam as he tries to figure out what it truly means to adult.
Have you ever gotten so distracted in Stardew Valley that you forgot to sleep? Have you realised that you have a whole room in your house full of dolls? Or have you even bored your friends to sleep talking about your passion? Well then, Content Capable is the podcast for you. Join me, Sam, as I chat to people passionate about what they do, asking questions about how they fell in love with their passion, what they do, and how it interacts with their day-to-day lives. Catch the podcast every Monday as I find out what makes someone tick, all while gleaning interesting and insightful life lessons along the way. There'll be laughs, a bit of crying, a whole lot of conversations, and we learn just a little bit more about the world around us.
Finish the whole season right now. It's so weird to think that this is episode 17. We're also recording 18 out of 50. It's weird. We're almost at the halfway mark.
Lion 2 the movie.
Lion goes to the movie. Hey!
So many things.
You sound burpy. What'd you eat?
I drank water.
I should have had some water before I recorded. My mouth is a little dry. Is there water in the water bottle? For once? Is there water in the water bottle for once? Oh shit, a substantial amount of water. Who's the last person when we filled it?
I filled it this morning before we left.
Sure you did.
I'm going to kill you in your sleep.
You'll need one of these.
Yeah, I'll steal it from you.
Yeah. Alright, you ready?
I'm just enjoying watching what's happening in the background.
Deus Ex Media.